Before there was light, before the gods, before anything, there was Nyx, the goddess of the night, mysterious, powerful, and the only being Zeus himself feared. She didn't rule from Olympus. She had no need for temples. She didn't demand worship or sacrifices, and yet she was one of the most powerful deities to ever exist. Because Nyx wasn't just a goddess of the night, she was the night itself. In the beginning, the universe was nothing but endless swirling emptiness, what the ancients called chaos. There was no sky, no earth, no stars, just an infinite void. And from this chaos, Nyx was born. She wasn't shaped by the hands of titans, nor was she the child of other gods. She simply was, a primordial force older than time itself. She emerged from the abyss, cloaked in shadows, her presence bringing the first true darkness to the universe. Where she walked, the world turned black, and when she spoke, the echoes of her voice spread through eternity. But Nyx was not alone. From the same darkness, her twin brother Erebus, the god of deep shadows, was born. Together they were the first to divide the world. Erebus ruled the unseen depths, while Nyx spread her wings across the sky, covering everything in a vast cosmic night. But Nyx was not just a goddess. She was a creator, and what she created were the very forces that shape existence. From her came some of the most terrifying and powerful entities in Greek mythology. Hypnos, the god of sleep, who could send even the strongest warrior into endless dreams. Thanatos, the god of death, silent and inevitable, always lurking in the shadows. The Moirai, the Fates, three sisters who controlled the destiny of every living being, spinning, measuring and cutting the thread of life. Eris, the goddess of strife who brought chaos wherever she went. Nemesis, the spirit of vengeance, ensuring that no arrogance or cruelty ever went unpunished. Nyx's children weren't just gods. They were concepts. Fear, sleep, fate, death, and justice, all born from the night itself. But Nyx was no ordinary mother. She didn't protect her children like a loving parent. She didn't need to. They were forces of nature just like her, untouchable, eternal, unstoppable. Most gods feared Zeus. He was the king of Olympus, the god of thunder, the wielder of the mighty lightning bolt. No one challenged him and survived. No one, except Nyx. There's an ancient story, one that shows just how powerful she was. Zeus once had a problem. His wife Hera was constantly scheming against him, and one day she devised a plan with Hypnos, the god of sleep, to put Zeus into a deep slumber. With the great king asleep, Hera unleashed her wrath upon Heracles, Zeus's favorite son. When Zeus finally woke up and realized what had happened, he was furious. No god could make a fool of him and get away with it. Raging with thunder, Zeus hunted Hypnos, determined to destroy him. But Hypnos had one final trick. He ran to the one place even Zeus wouldn't dare enter, the realm of Nyx. And in that moment, Zeus, the almighty ruler of Olympus, hesitated. He could shake the earth. He could summon storms that split mountains in half, but even he knew better than to challenge the goddess of the night in her own domain. Instead, he stopped. He let Hypnos go, because he knew that even the king of the gods had his limits. Unlike the Olympians, Nyx never sought power. She never fought wars. She never demanded devotion. And yet her presence was inescapable. Every sunset she would rise from the underworld, spreading her vast dark wings over the sky, covering the earth in her eternal embrace. She wasn't a ruler nor a tyrant. She was simply the cycle of existence itself. The balance between light and dark, order and chaos, life and death. And when dawn came, she would silently fade into Erebus, allowing her daughter, Hemera, the goddess of day, to take her place. But she always returned, as she had since the beginning of time, and as she always would. Nyx had no need for temples, no need for offerings, no need for worship. Because she didn't rule mortals, she surrounded them. Every nightfall, every shadow, every dream was a reminder that the goddess of the night was always watching. Nyx remains one of the most mysterious deities in Greek mythology. Unlike Zeus, Poseidon, or Hades, she was never depicted as a god concerned with human affairs. She didn't interfere in battles or choose sides. She simply existed, a force as inevitable as time itself. But what do you think? If Zeus feared her, does that mean she was the true ruler of the cosmos? Could she have destroyed Olympus if she wanted to? Or was she simply too ancient to care? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you love mythology as much as I do, make sure to subscribe for more stories of gods, monsters, and legends.